I am so excited. Our next guest is a 6-time Grammy Award-winning singer who's giving us 6 decades of countless hits. And now, thanks to her perspective on all things pop culture, she is the queen of Twitter. Please welcome the living legend, Dionne Warwick. Hi!
Hi, how are you?
I'm really great, and even better now that you're here. You look fantastic.
Thank you, I'm feeling that way. I really am.
Good, I'm glad. Well, welcome to the show, Dionne. Now, what's this we hear about a farewell tour? Are you saying goodbye to music for good? Because it can't be.
No. I think it's been misconstrued as to what was actually said. It's not a farewell to music. It's slowing down on touring. And, getting to get to know me again. I need this.
Yeah, I'll bet you do. Well, let's talk about you becoming a Twitter sensation. I mean, people just can't get enough of you, and you're sharing your thoughts about everything from Oreos to Taylor Swift. Dionne, how did this happen?
My nieces and nephews were sitting in my living room, twittering and laughing and giggling away, and I finally entered the room and said, "What are you laughing so much about?" And they told me and showed me the Twitter that they were looking at. I was not that pleased with what I was seeing. And I asked my eldest niece, Brittany, I said, "Show me how to do this." And she said, "You really want to know?" I said, "Yeah." So she did. And my first tweet basically was letting people know a grown-up is in the room. We got to be a little more careful now about what we're saying and how we're saying it.
I love that.
And, it's a case of letting them know, I'm going to ask questions and I want answers, and you're going to ask me questions and you'll get an answer. And we're going to always end our conversations with a smile. So let's start practicing that.
Well, you brought a lot of smiles to a lot of us. I want to know, what has it meant to you to connect with a new wave of fans who've learned of you via social media?
I'm having the best time. I really am. Getting to know some of the kids that are in our industry, some that are not. I'm getting some questions that are sometimes pretty white knuckle time, but they get answers for them. It's just a joy to know that I'm being appreciated and being rediscovered by the youngsters of our entertainment industry and those outside of the entertainment industry. They all now feel that I'm a comedian, but which is okay.
It's a new thing on your resume.
Yeah.
Now, late last year, you stunned everyone when you made an appearance as yourself on SNL. What was that like?
I had the best time.
Did you?
I couldn't get the smile off my face. I mean, they had me laughing from the time I walked in to the time I walked out. When you're being appreciated the way that they thought to appreciate me with the Dionne Warwick show. But I loved my introduction by her. And now I'm going to introduce me.
Exactly. That was great. Now, I want to talk about, you were the first Black solo female artist to win a Pop Awards at the Grammys. And you really paved the way for new artists today. And, we want to make sure that you're appreciated. So what do you think of the music industry now compared to when you were just starting out?
There is no comparison. Trust me, there is none whatsoever. It's a completely different ballgame today. I don't even think there are really too many record companies any longer. Everything is a computer. Everything.
You're absolutely right. Now, recently, Dionne, singer Ari Lennox has expressed that she is fed up with the inner workings of the music industry and wants to leave it all behind. What was your experience, on the business side of the music?
We never had any introduction to the business side of the industry. We were kids who were thrilled to be recording and touring and seeing the world and, making a little bit of money.
Yeah.
We were very happy with that. I wish I had learned more about the business side of it at that point in time, but there was really no interest in it.
All right, well, speaking of the music industry, you were a critic of the 90s rap, so much so that you called a 7 a.m. meeting at your house with Tupac and Snoop Dogg to address the lyrics in their music. Tell me about this meeting. I mean, Dionne, you were bold.
My kids thought I had lost my mind.
I bet.
Mom, you having who, where? I said, yeah. And believe me, 7 a.m. on the dot, because I told them not a minute before or a minute after. Ring my
Wow.
doorbell at 7, and they did. And it was basically because they felt that I was, as they said, dissing them. And I said, well, what does dissing, what is that? What does it mean? The disrespect. I said, well, then you say that to me. I didn't. I wanted them to know that they were dealing with someone that, first of all, if I didn't care about you, you would not have been invited to my home. And with regards to that, they all kind of knew that I was quite serious. We had something to talk about, and we had to talk about it. I was giving them a spanking, and they wanted to know why I was spanking them.
And joining us now are Crazy Bone and Nomad to discuss their exciting new collaboration. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Welcome to the show, guys. Now, Crazy Bone, before we get into the new song, you started off with the rap group Bone Thugs and Harmony, and we were so excited to see you guys on Versus. But despite the altercation with 3 6 Mafia, what did it feel like to be on stage with your group in front of old and new fans?
Man, I feel like it was a great opportunity for us, like to be in front of those new fans and to bring old fans out. And I mean, the energy like for the whole week, the anticipation for the Versus for us was through the roof. We was very excited and couldn't wait to get in. You know what I'm saying? We were ready. So the energy was there.
The energy was definitely there. Okay, Nomad, for those who don't know, Dionne is your mom, and you actually produced the song featuring the 3 of you called Power in the Name. Tell us how the song came to be.
Well, it's a song that I produced a few years ago with Crazy and Mom for a project that very close to, it was a film actually that I was producing called Let There Be Light. And, we got together and we made the song. And then the song just kind of did what it did. And then it sat for a little bit. And out of nowhere, I was talking to Crazy's business partner, Keith G. And he said, man, Dame, remember that song? And then Crazy was like, yeah, Dame, you remember that song? Power in the Name. And I went, Power in the Name. And they were both like, yo, it's time. Like this needs to come out now. And I was like, are you down, Cray? And he's like, yeah, I'm down. So then I called Mom. I said, Mom, Cray just reminded me with Keith about the song Power in the Name and the message behind it. And it's time. They feel, and I feel now after listening to it again, that it's time. And Mom said, what song are you talking about? I said, Power in the Name, Mom. I know you got a lot of hits, but come on, Mom. And he said, okay. He said, send it to me. So I did. And then she said, yeah, let's do something. So that's how it happened. And then we got together. I got lucky because Mom came to LA. It's just literally God's timing. Mom came to LA. She was doing a rehearsal at SIR Studios. I called Crazy and said, hey, man, are you around the corner? He happened to be like literally 5 minutes away, came over, and we shot a video. Shout out to Tim Cook and Apple. We shot it on an iPhone.
What?
And Crazy looking at me like I'm crazy, like, because I know he's used to high production. And Mom was looking at me like I'm crazy. So maybe I'm the real Crazy Bone right now.
Maybe you are. Well, we're grateful that you guys came together, and that's a great story. Now, Dionne, what do you love the most about working with your son?
Wow. I'm watching him progress the way he did and has. He's really honed his craft. I'm very proud of him.
Oh.
He's produced my last 3 CDs, and it's wonderful having him behind that glass. I've worked with a lot of producers, and they all call me Dionne, and Damon calls me Mommy. So that is the only difference in the production and the producers that I've worked with. It's an absolute joy.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. Crazy, this is not the first time you've worked with Dionne. What does it mean for you to be able to collaborate with such a legend?
Man, I mean, just like you said, it's legendary. First of all, that's Mama. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
And it's just it ain't too many rappers out here that can say they got a song with the legendary Dionne Warwick and a video and performing it on TV. So. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like I'm ahead of the game. It's been an honor and a pleasure just knowing her and thankful to be a part of.
That's great. Dionne, what do the
Yes.
lyrics in the song Power in the Name, what does it mean to you?
Oh my, it's hope, love, joy, all the things that we absolutely need right now. You know, we're in such a chaotic world,
Yeah,
worldwide, not only here in the United States.
true.
And we need to hear some positive thoughts, things that's giving us a reason. You know, I cannot tell you how much I am in love with the words that are being, expounded. They reach across barriers, every race, color, creed, religion.
Yeah.
I can relate to it. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter who you say, hey, thank you to. I say Jesus. I don't know who it is that you might say,
Right.
but whoever it is, know that that is the hope and love that we are looking for right now.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Nomad, what do you hope people feel when they hear the song?
I hope people feel a sense of, like Mom said, hope. And, like she said, whoever you believe, whatever you believe, that's your prerogative. But at least you now have something that you can go to and listen and know that there is power. There's power in prayer. There's power in praise.
Yes.
There's power in just uplifting each other. We're in a very strange, I call it biblical times right now. We are in a strange time right now, and it's time that people just truly come together. And the best way to come together is through the power of music. So that's why we all feel this song is so appropriate right now.
Well, we need it, and I'm going to say thank you on behalf of the world. Thank you so much for putting this together. Dionne, Crazy, Nomad, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with us today. Make sure you get Dionne's latest single, Power in the Name, featuring Crazy Bone and Nomad.